السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ. ہمارا جو لندن سے قافلہ ہوا ہے اماف پلگریمیج، یہ ہمارا گروپ ہے اور یہ ہم ہوٹل میں ابھی ہم زیارت کے لیے جا رہے ہیں. یہ سب ہمارا گروپ ماشاءاللہ الحمدللہ بڑی اچھی زیارات ہو رہی ہیں، سب کے لیے دعائیں بھی کر رہے ہیں. یہ ہمارا ہوٹل ہے مدینۃ الرضا، اور یہ ہم ابھی مولا کی زیارت کے لیے ہمارا گروپ جا رہا ہے. انشاءاللہ ہم رات کو بھی زیارت کر کے آ رہے تھے. آج ہم پورا مولا کے حرم کا ٹور کریں گے، سب کو ساری ہسٹری بتائیں گے. چلڈرن کے لیے بڑا ایجوکیشنل ہوگا انشاءاللہ. وہ ابھی آ رہے ہیں نا کمیل، یہ سپیکر ان کو دے دو. ہیں کمیل، یہ سپیکر لگا لو نا ابھی ادھر سے، تاکہ وہ سب کو آوازیں آئیں.
Drugstore. You can buy like medicine. They got very good doctors. Do we have any doctor in the group?
No doctor. Oh yes, we have pharmacists. We have pharmacists in the group. She knows all the medicines.
Which one's that?
So she can prescribe and you get it from the drugstore.
That's it. They're not in no elder.
Zakir, leave the on so we know all our group people. Yeah, leave it outside. Yeah.
That's right. The same thing again.
Do in English, yeah.
All of it. So I'm just going to read that. اللهم إني وقفت على باب من أبواب بيوت نبيك صلواتك عليه وآله، وقد منعت الناس أن يدخلوا إلا بإذنه، فقلت يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا
بسم الله سي يا لي مدد يا لي مدد يا لي مدد يا لي مدد ايه يا لي مدد.
ابھی ہم انشاءاللہ مولا کے حرم کے اندر جانے لگے اور اس میں تحفظ پڑھ رہے ہیں. کل بھی ہم گئے تھے لیکن کچھ لوگ ہمارے گروپ میں ابھی پیچھے رہ گئے تھے، تو ابھی ہم انشاءاللہ اندر جائیں گے مولا کی زیارت. یہ ہمارا ایک नन्हा सा जवार भी है हमारे साथ। माशाल्लाह मौला इसकी ज़िंदगी करे और इसको नेक और साले बनाए। ये भी मौला की मन्नत से पैदा हुआ है। ये अब इसकी मन्नत पूरी करने के लिए उसके पेरेंट्स आए हुए हैं। यहाँ दुआ मांग के गए थे कि मौला हमें एक मौला का गुलाम बेटा अता करे, तो मौला की सदक़े में अल्लाह ने हमको बेटा दिया और अब ये उसकी मन्नत पूरी करने के लिए मौला इमाम रज़ा अलैहिस्सलाम की ज़ियारत के लिए आए। ये मौला के मज़ार आपको नज़र आ रहे हैं। ये गुंबद जो है ये सोने के बने हुए हैं। ये गुंबद सल्ले अला मोहम्मद व आले मोहम्मद वज्जल फरजह।
So, Alhamdulillah, yesterday you had a good ziyarah. Today we want to learn more about the shrine and also about the life of Imam Raza a little bit more. So, this shrine is the biggest shrine in Islamic world. It's the biggest shrine, even bigger than Masjid al-Haram. In capacity, it's the second after Masjid al-Haram, but in dimension, it's the biggest one. Before the Islamic Revolution, the shrine and all its buildings, it was about 12 acres. But now, alhamdulillah, it's like 100 acres, about 1 million square meters. It's very huge, and in some special occasions like the nights of Hajj, Shahadat of Imam Raza, about maybe 1 or 2 million people gather inside and around the shrine. And Imam Raza, he was martyred
Muhammad wa Ali.
about 1200 years ago. Something interesting, you know Ma'mun, right? The
Yeah.
one who killed Imam Raza. He was an Abbasid caliph. Father of Ma'mun was Harun al-Rashid, alayhi al-la'na.
Beshumar.
He, at the time of his life, his Islamic territory was very big, and in this part of the land, Khorasan, it was called Khorasan. It was a big province. There were so many uprisings against his government, especially by some Shia followers and also non-Shia. So he decided to come here in order to control the uprisings himself. When he came here, he was able to settle down the situation, but he died here. Here used to be just a small town over there and a small village over there. And this part was just a garden for one of the governors of Abbasid Caliph. So he was buried here 10 years before the martyrdom of Imam Raza. 10 years. And when Imam Raza was poisoned here by Ma'mun, Ma'mun wanted to show his respect apparently and his love for Imam Raza alayhi salam. So he said, I will bury my father, Imam Raza, next to my father, Harun al-Rashid. So at first he tried to bury Imam Raza behind his father to show that his father is more important. But as Imam Raza had predicted, he had told some of his companions that they will try to bury me behind Harun al-Rashid. But if all the workers of Khorasan come here and dig, they cannot. So they dig the places behind Harun, they couldn't dig the ground. The only place they could dig was in front of Harun. So they buried Imam Raza in front of Harun. So there's a beautiful poem written here that it's written in Arabic. قبران في توس خير الناس كلهم وقبر شرهم هذا من العبري. There are two graves in Khorasan. Here was called Khorasan. the grave of the best of people and the worst of people. And he says this is one of the lessons of history, that two most, the best person, the worst person can, be at the same place in the world. But in the hereafter, everyone is separate. So now, inshallah, we'll go visit all this big shrine, one by one, each courtyard. And if you have, yeah.
When you say Harun Rashid, may Allah's curse be on him, is he buried here?
He's buried
He's here.
just
no
next
sign.
to Imam Raza,
Right.
in the same zari. So
इमाम रज़ा के पाँव की साइड पे ना, जिधर उनके पाँव है ना, उधर वो हारून रशीद की कब्र उसी के अंदर ही बनी हुई है ना। हाँ।
no, in the past it is said that when there was no zari, it was just a grave. When people would go for ziyarah of Imam Raza, they would kick the grave of Harun and they would touch the zari of Imam Raza. But now we cannot show our hatred in that way. Don't kick the zari, okay?
Right.
On the day of judgment, he's there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we all going inside now.
Yes. Now
Okay.
we go to Jomhuri courtyard where we, visited yesterday, and then we go to Gohar Shot and the rest of the shrine. Let's recite the salawat and go towards.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa jal farajal.